Hey guys, so it is the last day of October, so it's October 31st, and although I'm about a week and a bit late, I thought today is perfect, like literally perfect day for me to plan out the month of November. So I have my trusted legend planner that I got from Amazon. So here it is. Then I do have two other planners. One is just a plain notebook, and then the other one is like a daily planner, diary style that I use to help me plan out. It is midday. I'm just having my lunch now, taking a break from work, and I thought, let me do this video right now because I only have a couple of days before I need to travel. So there's a lot of things for work and personal that I need to get done. I do have coffee because even though it looks super bright, it just attempted to rain. It stopped and now the sun has come out. So with all of this natural light, I'm going to use it to help me plan for the month of November. So before I do that, what I'm going to do is quickly look back on the month of October and just see what plans I had, how I did with those, and then we will move over to November. So when it comes to the month of October, I had planned quite a few things. Like my weekends were completely booked. I want to say outside of a couple of Sundays, I didn't really have a free weekend to myself, so to speak. So the first weekend in the month, I was in London. I was helping out my mom at a craft show. So that is what I did at that's the first weekend in October. Then the second weekend, I was back in London again, but this time with a friend of mine because I went to review a restaurant and I need to finish that review actually today so I can have it live either today or tomorrow. Check out my blog, getjulidreamer.com. Then the third weekend in October, this I had another girls' coffee in London, and actually this one was with my best friends. Two didn't turn up, and we had a friend's friend join us, but we actually went and did a seafood boil, which was absolutely incredible. I'm gonna put some of these pictures because just looking at this reminded me that I should update my Instagram, so I will be doing that today. So yeah, that was the third weekend in October. The final weekend in October, I actually went out to Amsterdam. I did say in my last Transfer Tuesday video, not the final one in October, but the one prior to that, that I was going to be traveling for a friend's 30th birthday, and we went to Amsterdam, and I came back on Sunday, and that was great as well. And when I look at the Sundays, I literally like out the first Sunday of the month, which was the first, didn't do anything. I think I stayed home. The second weekend I was busy with the show. Third weekend, don't know what I did, but I was definitely busy. The fourth weekend, my parents were here, and then this gone weekend I was flying back from Amsterdam. So that is pretty much the entire month. It was busy because my weekends were busy because I have a 9 to 5, so I am mostly working, and then a couple evenings during the week I do have my sister bring her dog over. I do meet up with a friend sometimes, so I often take the weekends as time for me to rest. I'm one of those people who always dedicates at least one weekend to themselves. Like I just want it for myself. No partner, no friends, no family, nobody, just me. But for the month of October, I literally didn't have that. Maybe 1 or 2 Sundays, but for me, Saturdays is also like my errands day. But sometimes I try and do absolutely nothing on a Saturday, and then on a Sunday I do my errands. But mostly it's Saturday errands, Sunday rest. But that is how October went. It was a pretty good but busy month, I must say. But I enjoyed it. I wouldn't change anything for the world. But yeah, and also in October is I think the second week of October is when I started on my wellness journey with this wellness coach that I have hired, and I'm doing good so far. It's a bit of a struggle trying to create new habits, but I am 3 weeks in as of filming this video, so doing good, doing good. Let's see if I can keep up for 12 weeks. So that is October. Then in terms of my goals, I had said I wanted to help my mom at the show, which I did. I wanted to meet up with my girls twice in London, which I did. I wanted to book and attend a theater. I booked one for November. We're going to see Wicked, but I actually didn't attend any this month. Same thing with the spa. I said book and attend, and I honestly did not have the time. And during the week, I really just didn't want to drive to the spa. So yeah, I want to say I did 2.5 out of 4, which is not bad. Then if I move over to my reading list. So in September, I had a reading list that I didn't finish. I think I read one book that was on the list and one book which wasn't. So I moved those books over to October. And I said in my I think it was my October reset that I wouldn't talk about books, but essentially those books that moved over from September into October, I have not read them. Right now, I just started reading this one, Simple Genius, which is one of the books I said I would read, and I only read it because I was on a flight. I find it so much easier and relaxing to do it on a flight and when I'm on vacation, and I'm planning to take all of these books with me on vacation because I intend to read them when I'm away for the next 2 weeks. So I'm not gonna talk about the books, to be honest, because I didn't read any of them, and I'm literally like, I am 20 chapters in. Yeah, so I'm about to start chapter 21, and it's quite a thick book if you think about it. I love David Baldacci and how he writes his books, but this is quite a thick one, and it is I don't know if you've seen King and Maxwell, the private detective show from the US. I loved it. So to read the book is actually amazing, so I can't wait to finish this book. But yeah, so I'm reading that, but otherwise books was a bust. So there we go. I won't talk about the financial goals because I talked about them in my budget video, but other things that I had said was I wanted to actually focus some time on doing some TikToks and Instagram reels. I didn't. Failed that miserably. Places to visit, I had London, which I was going to review a restaurant, meet up with a friend, and then meet up with my best friends. Then Amsterdam, I've done that. Habits to adapt. In October, I said to reduce my sugar intake, and I can definitely say I did that. I think only on the trip to Amsterdam did I actually indulge in sugary stuff, but otherwise I didn't. And then stick to 4 takeaways a month. I think I did 1 or 2 in the month of October, which is absolutely incredible for me because every week I try and have like one day where it's takeaway. But for the month of October, and because I started this wellness journey, I'm kind of like very conscious of what I'm putting in my body. So yeah, so overall it was a great month, and I've got a page here in the planner that asks me to reflect on the month and asks me questions. Did I achieve my goals? How do I feel about the progress I made? You know, how would I rate these 7 areas of my life, and 3 things I want to improve on next month. There's a notes and ideas page which I always use to write the highlights of the month, so I will be doing exactly that. So now for the month of November, so tomorrow is November 1st and you guys will be seeing this on November 2nd. So to plan out this month, I haven't actually written down like any life goals like I normally do. I have shared already my budget video where I've written out the budget goals, but I haven't transposed them in here. I do have them in this planner, but in terms of life goals, I haven't really shared anything. So firstly, let's go through like the calendar view of this planner and just talk about things that are going to be happening in the month of November. I'm not going to take a screenshot like I normally do because there are things in here that I don't want to share, especially like I've put in the destination of where I'm going on my trip, and I would like to only share that after I'm back. I prefer not to share before I go. So I'm traveling for 2 weeks. So I mentioned in my recent Transfer Tuesday video that I will be pre-filming a lot of videos. So if you see me in this outfit more than once or twice, then just know that that video is pre-recorded. So that's what I plan to do. So yeah, but I already planned out all of my content for the month of November, which I am happy about. So the first week of November is when I'm flying out on vacation. Second weekend I'll still be on vacation. Third weekend is when I come back. Third week, I should say. So second proper week, but third week of the month is when I come back. And then I am actually going to a sleepover with my best friends, and then I'm seeing Wicked that weekend in London. And then I'm actually doing a day trip with the girls to Milan. This I can talk about because we're going and coming back the same day. Me and Travel Eats Slay, my friend Caroline, she's on Instagram. We used to do, I think pre-C word, pre-2020, we used to do day trips like our lives depended on it. So just pick a destination in Europe. Like we've flown to Prague, we've flown to Madrid, just a number of destinations within the UK. So we'll catch like the first flight like around 6 a.m. from London Stansted and fly to wherever in Europe and get there to mainland Europe by at least before midday, so mostly before 11 a.m. and then that would make the trip worth it. And then we'll spend from the time we arrive until the last flight out of that destination. We will be exploring, and when we're done, we head back to the airport, get on a flight, and back in London. And we normally used to do that on a Saturday, so the Sunday you're using that to recover. We've done, I think, 1 or 2 on a Sunday. Not a good idea, but we've done it. And yeah, I'm fortunate that my parents live close to one of the airports, so if I'm really running like raggedy, then I go to my parents, but otherwise that's a 2-hour drive for me to my home. But yeah, so I'm excited about that day trip, and that is pretty much November. Like there's only those 4 weekends in November, and each of those weekends has actually got something happening. 2 of them I'm out of the country. 3 of them I'm out of the country. 1 of them I am within the UK, but it's just so jam-packed. So, but yeah, otherwise nothing exciting. I've got 2 dentist appointments. One dentist appointment and 1 hygienist appointment in the month of November. My car tax is coming up in November, and I will have to pay for one of my rental properties. The bathroom is having a little bit of a renovation, so I'm gonna have to pay for that. I think I said it in my budget video for November, so I won't go into much detail on that. And then I also have my wine subscription coming up in November. Yes, at the end of November I should have 3 bottles of wine delivered to my house, something that I enjoy. But yeah, in terms of goals, to be honest, I don't even know like what I would like to focus on in the month of November. At work there are some changes. As of tomorrow I moved to a new team, so I'll be getting acquainted with the new team, getting a new curriculum assigned, all of that good jazz. So there's all of these things that I have to think about for work, but I'm not including them in this planning. But at the moment, as I'm filming up this video, I honestly can't say I have figured out exactly what I want to do, except for what I already have in the planner. So for this video I won't be sharing any November goals, so to speak. No, will I be sharing a reading list, but like I did for September into November, I'll just move the reading list that I have over into November, and hopefully by November your girl would have read all of these books, because I do have a goal to read at least 21 books before the year ends. So that is my plan. Wish your girl good luck, because I will need it. And yeah, I think that should be it for this November monthly reset video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.